Alright everybody, welcome back to Don't Starve Together. If you have been following, at least, even remotely, been playing this quite often. It's quite nice. I like it quite a bit. So, alright, sorry about that. We're playing Don't Starve Together here. This has been playing off and on with Wonderwaffle, offline, and kind of online, a little bit of both. Right now we've gotten to day 184, and we're just kind of messing around. This is a third trip through winter. We're busy collecting all these rotten eggs and regular eggs, so I have plenty of gunpowder and whatnot. We need absolutely all of that. But there's our first lovely encounter. Right now, we're really focused on one of the rare occurrences that actually happened is multiple bosses fighting each other. So up top is the Beerger. The Beerger is one of the spring bosses of Don't Starve Together, and the lovely Spider Queen. Fun fact, actually, which is fantastically awesome, just because I was watching her get killed, I actually got the trophy for killing the Spider Queen, which don't know how it happened, but you know what? I'm not going to complain. So the Beerger has a really, an actually quite annoying feature. Whenever he yawns, if you're too close to it, he's going to knock you out. So that's what happened to me quite a bit over here. And every time the spiders come up and attack him, he's going to yawn, and then I'm going to yawn, and he'd be like, oh, it's time to go to bed. Conk out, just like it did last time. It's ridiculous. But you know what? What can you do? I mean, you can kill him, but the Beerger is actually neutral. And there it goes, it happened again. He's actually neutral in this this time around, and it really is a pain because he actually doesn't really, he's not very useful until you can, try and time up to fight with another boss. He doesn't exactly drop anything important. So, I don't know. He's quite the pain because now he doesn't even despawn. So he's actually just going to be there all the time until he gets killed. And it's just difficult. And here you can see a look at our base that we've been kind of working on. Wonderwaffle is a stickler for organizing chests, and it's really kind of a pain. But see this entire area right over here. You see the mini signs right off the corner of his map. Those mini signs, he tried to build a chest for every single item that we needed, and just like, don't do that. We've actually run out of space, which is pretty hilarious. But you can, if you follow me on, or friend with me on PlayStation, or follow me on Twitch, you should be able to join in next time we play. There are up to 8 players, but isn't half bad. So what I'm doing over here is I'm getting some fireflies and light bulbs to put in my helmet so that I can go out here and explore during the nighttime while Wonderwaffle sleeps. I'm playing as Maxwell, so for people who's a little more knowledgeable in this game, Maxwell is the boss in the first game. He's really frail, so I don't have a lot of health, but my sanity is crazy good. So like I can go and explore down in the caves all by myself if I really wanted to, and I actually almost gain sanity from it. While otherwise, Wonderwaffle's playing as Wilson, who's the main character in the first and second game. He's very vanilla. He's very base. We actually started this when he didn't exactly. He wasn't too masterful at this game, but I mean, obviously we've been surviving since day 100 for over 185 days now. So I mean, it's a tad ridiculous. I mean, it's just like. As you can tell, oh, sorry, I was distracted. I died. Damn Beardger killed me. Again, that's why I'm so frail. Luckily for this, we haven't had to survive, necessarily too hard because since we're playing Don't Starve Together, you actually run your own server. It's rather simple. You can roll back the server and get all the characters die, and try to figure out what you did wrong. So we'll do that a handful of times here. I just casual way through the night. This really does blow because since Wilson's character is a steady drain of sanity drain. Me being a ghost is going to keep draining his sanity, so the sanity he just healed from sleeping all night didn't exactly help. So let's see if we can go ahead and get all my things back. Second thing is most of the meat that I had that I was picking up, the spiders ate it, so I actually lost quite a bit of meat. And that really blows. Like, really, really blows. Because right now, we haven't gotten into the chest yet, but we only actually have about 10 mushrooms and a couple berries for food. So this is one reason why we're coming out here trying to kill all this stuff. That lovely spider queen up there just chilling. She's rather a pain. She doesn't have a lot of health. But and look, now there's 2 of them. But she keeps spawning more and more little spiders. So he comes right in front of me at that telltale heart, which is absolutely necessary. Luckily we have a bunch of spider roads for that, so we have quite a bit of those. Let's see how much of my stuff I can get back before I get wrecked again. See now winter is ending into springtime. Spring. I actually like this one quite a bit. The only drawback is it rains a lot. I mean, it's just like, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to see this one, but we were playing earlier and it was raining so badly while we were chopping down trees and mining things. Oh, the hounds. I forgot about these guys. These lovely hounds. These are demon hounds that hasn't been, that have showed up. They show up every 10 or 12 days, maybe 20 at least. Normally it's only 5 to 10, but the longer you survive, obviously, the more it's going to, the more they're going to show up. So we're at like 20 and 30. We actually have a method of dealing these. But we're trying to mine all this area up here and use the Beardger as much as we can. But see, they went ahead and froze everybody because that's the deer clops. Has the deer clops shown up yet? No, not yet. The blue hounds actually freeze some of the enemies when you kill them. It's kind of weird and kind of interesting, actually. Alright, so we've gone ahead, we started to freeze just a tad because that shit happens. And, oh hey, Deerclops, another boss. So as he's freezing, you're both freezing to death. So we're going to go ahead and roll back this first time. A nice, lovely loading screen. Those beefalo, there's Maxwell down there in the corner, as well as the tentacle, and our lovely tall birds. The tall birds are absolutely gorgeous. I mean, there's just literally a bird with one single eye, but they are fantastic. There's a character in here. I'm not exactly sure what we have while we're up here. But Chester, you see the Chester little demon over there right by Wilson, by Wonderwaffle. He's actually packed full of tall bird eggs. They are eggs that you can hatch and make your own. He has about 9 of them that I've been farming and holding on to. I was eventually going to make a little like squared off section like we have for the chest and make a daycare, but that's just such a long investment that I don't know with that. And unfortunately now this is we've gotten past this a little while now. Chester died, and so I lost all my eggs. Don't mind the clickety clack. I'll do other things. Alright, so when we rolled back, we decided we weren't going to roll back too far, as we did want to roll back so I can still stay alive. We froze up there a little bit. And then here's the deer clumps. We found out the deer clumps is still back in our base. So we're going to roll back again, because we've done so much work, and it's just a pain. That damn deer clumps, he does so much collateral damage, it's ridiculous. Lovely loading screen. So Maxwell and WX, as well as a hound, and one of the Mirrormen. We don't have a lot of Mirrormens on this map. But, yeah, you can't necessarily complain. We've actually explored most of this overworld here, and it's just... The problem is that we're actually lacking on just boulders. We've explored most of it. But the boulders, we need to get niter, so we can turn that into some gunpowder. Gunpowder is essential for killing those big bosses. Unless you're able to actually turn around and, use some of the bosses to kill each other. But you'll actually be able to see that in a second. What's amazing is that when this occurrence happens up here, we had another player come in and join us. We have players come in every so often. Most of the time we just, we're like, no, you guys can't play with us, and kick them. With this character, we're just like, hey, come on in and see what's going on. See what's happening. So we've got a little Wigard there. She's going to be absolutely useless, but she's going to probably freeze to death. It's not going to be, a pain. But what we're trying to do is to take out the rest of the spider nests that we built up there. There they are. They're all the bosses. That was a handful of them. The Bearger is here, the Spider Queen is here, and the Deer Clumps is here. Take your bets on seeing who's going to win. To give you an idea, the Spider Queen has about 2,500 health. The Deer Clumps is about 4,000. He does have higher because it is don't start together instead of don't start. The Bearger is about 6,000. If it wasn't all enough, Bearger, you can do it. Alright. Give you guys an idea. What's impressive at most is that there's another Spider Queen coming on in. So it's just going to be a massive mess. Is that see now everyone's freezing to death. Everyone's freezing to death because it's cold still. We are out of thermal stones. And we just can't do anything as the blocks fight each other. See, she's like, I'm freezing, help me. Alright, this is what we're going to do. This is the end. So, like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye.